Gladiators taking down Spitfire was one of the biggest upsets of Stage 2.
What a series, what a game that was, incredible stuff.
The victory was a personal one for the new Gladiators tank Fissure, who spent most of Stage 1 on the Spitfire bench. His pickup by LA was considered a huge upgrade, but it wasn't just Fissure who carried. All of the Gladiators stepped up big time. There were so many fantastic team play moments from LA, especially on their King's Row attack. Given how much you guys have been asking for longer breakdowns, let's analyze the entire team over the entire round, but under 5 minutes. Shields up, let's go.
Now entering King's Row.
Just like everyone's ranked games, this game starts with an attack Hanzo. Hanzo isn't seen much in pro play, but the tight streets and corners of King's Row suit his kit perfectly. At the start,
this kind of team. Oh, dear, hydration.
At the start, Surefour shoots a sonic arrow to scout for information. Bingo! London's comp has a mix of both close and long-range threats. If Birdring can land a shot or two, the divers can jump in for the finish. But since he got spotted early, he has no choice but to run. But what do you do when you find a spider in your house? You don't rest until you squish it. Big loss for London. Without their Widow, London's forced to regroup and hope for a second fight. This gives the Gladiators a chance to surround them and push out point A. Surefour sees Gesture jumping across, but he doesn't follow him. Instead, he wraps all the way around. He draws a fresh sonic arrow as he rounds the corner, but you don't need wall hacks when your enemy just drops right on top of you.
Shot one more, he gives him the punch!
But Dozen's death costs London the flank, and Gesture and Fury get broken on the right side. The Gladiators are taking ground fast, and with Birdring still running back from spawn, London has to surrender. Point A, LA. The Gladiators hit the streets with the payload, and London start a scrap right away. Hydration takes a few shots, then turns to see the entire London backline revealed by Surefour's sonic arrow. Wall hacks on, he spams a choke, denying London the cross. Nuz tries to jump to his tanks, but catches a direct hit on his way out. Meanwhile, Fissure falls in a trade. It's a 1-for-1 so far, but Fury lands a massive self-destruct on the LA backline. The fight looks lost, so Fissure calls for a reset. But Bishu's got an opening. Fissure couldn't see from spawn, but Bishu actually found a double kill on the flank and is in position to punish the overextended McCree.
Still being forced to pay hefty tolls to try and slow the Gladiators down. Oh, that's beautiful!
Prophet dives in to help, but his timing's way off and he gets obliterated by a wall of purple. It's a huge momentum play for the Gladiators and they coast right through the streets of King's Row. As the payload rolls into the open, LA take very aggressive positions at the checkpoint. London, now fully regrouped, take advantage of their aggression and dive LA's backline. Hydration tries to barrage Zenyatta and Mercy, but gets countered by the Transcendence. Meanwhile, Prophet obliterates LA's backline as Tracer, picking up 4 final blows in the fight himself. It's a team wipe for London. The Hanzo was working at first, but it's time for a switch. He's too vulnerable against London's dive comp, so Surefour swaps to Junkrat and gives his team more zone control. Their first push with it doesn't go well, but it allows them to bank some ult charge for the next push. With lots of ults quickly coming online, the second fight goes differently. The Gladiators push from the high ground this time, and London jump in to greet them. The fight starts off even, with both teams killing and rezzing one apiece. It's a slow push for the Gladiators until Hydration finds a clutch opening with his barrage.
Justice reigns from above.
Fury jumps on Hydration, but not before Birdring and Nuz fall, making it a 5v4 for LA. With the payload nearing the checkpoint, London commit both Transcendence and Primal Rage to brute force LA off the point. In response, LA's backline retreats while Bishu drops the self-destruct at the corner, cutting off London's chase. London tries again to back off, but LA keep up the charge, going in with an offensive Valkyrie. Surefour stops Gesture with a mine, and Bishu manages to demech Fury right before he can grab the Mega, and even burns his self-destruct. The payload's almost at the checkpoint, and Spitfire are all over it. Prophet dives in for the fight, but surprise! Hydration flies in on the surprise Doomfist.
Falls there, concussed by and claimed his life. And that was Fissure to deal with Birdring, the master, the virtuoso, the maestro of Doomfist is in session.
It's a smart pick considering how fast he can return from spawn and how he can just punch away players contesting the payload. With his job done, Hydration swaps the Doomfist back for the Pharah. No need to stick around to wait for the ult. The final checkpoint isn't very far in, so London can't lose a single fight. They swap to a triple tank Widow comp to stall out the Gladiators, but even a tank fears a Riptire. Now watch this teamwork from the Gladiators. They know that Gesture has no choice but to stay on the payload. London's only shot is to destroy the tire before it gets there. But Fisher jumps in with a beautifully placed bubble to cut off all attack angles and ensure Surefour's kill shots on the Reinhardt. Not all hope is lost for London since Bedosen's super close to his ult and they spawn so close by. All they have to do is keep the payload contested. But out of nowhere comes the boop heard round the world. Hydration blows Fury clean away from the payload and Prophet wanders a bit too far away. With nobody on the payload, it rolls through uncontested, securing one of the biggest upsets of Stage 2.
For more Overwatch interviews and analysis, subscribe to our channel. You can also find stats, discussions, and more on our website and mobile app at Blitz.